There are so many wonderful Digimon, and the real beauty of Digimon is that new ones can just come along in a myriad of different ways. Digimon has no need for generations. So from anime to V-Pets and even video games, and sometimes just tweets. Hi Blue Greymon X, nice to meet you. New Digimon are showing up all the time. But another amazing thing is when a Digimon that you know from a V-Pet or video game pops up in the Digimon anime. It almost feels like your favorite Digimon made it when they get an anime outing. But while a lot of specifically video game Digimon are getting more and more cameos these days, I think it's time we went one step further beyond, and I am going to list my top 10 video game Digimon that deserve to be anime partners. And hey, before we get started with Digimon Survive, this video and a bunch of others, we're always talking about video game Digimon, but have you ever wanted to make your own Digimon video game? Or video game in general? Well, you are going to love today's sponsor, Yahaha Studio. Yahaha Studio is a brand new user-generated content creation platform for 3D multiplayer interactive experiences. That's right, Yahaha is completely user-generated, so anyone can create and publish their own virtual experiences. And crucially, it is a no-code platform, so absolutely anybody can get stuck into Yahaha Studio without coding experience or server knowledge. Just use the components and the assets that are already in Yahaha Studio and make your own dream game. How cool is that? And Yahaha makes that process incredibly simple, with millions of ready-to-use 3D assets, and those assets are stored in the cloud drive, so they can be real-time streamed to you whenever you need to use them. And when you're done making your masterpiece, you can easily publish it to the Yahaha cross-platform app, which is available on mobile and PC, where other players across the entire world can discover your work and join in to play it. So if Yahaha Studio sounds interesting to you and you want to make your own game and experience, check out my link in the description down below and in the pinned comment, and join up now to get Yahaha for free while it is in early access. Thank you to Yahaha Studio for sponsoring this video, and let's get to it. What is up, digital companions? My name is Karn EX, and welcome back to another video. Yes, so Digimon from video games I believe are long overdue being anime partners. We're invoking time after time again here, folks. And when I say anime partners, I'm specifically talking about protagonist or main cast partners, not just little side characters or cameos like in Ghost Game. I'm also going to be choosing Digimon who either debuted in video games or whose video game appearances are so significant that you kind of associate them with a video game. So these are not Digimon that necessarily have only ever been in a video game. They could have had V-Pet appearances, card game, etc., but they are most notable for being video game Digimon. Okay, first up is Cardmon from Digimon World 3. These are honestly quite close to digital life forms conceptually, and are findable Digimon in World 3 that let you get cards in-game. I, however, think these little guys could do so much more.
I could do so much more! So much more!
Of course, my idea for a Digimon card game anime that I talked about previously would make great use of them. I could see maybe all the judges in the Digimon card game anime being partnered with Cardmon. But similarly, I can see a non-card game anime just have a Digidestined who loves card games or is even some sort of tarot reader or magician type character. A couple of years ago, I would have put Cardmon in the realm of never coming back again. The same as Tinmon and Golemon from Digimon World. Relics of the past that were just created to serve video game purposes. But with Tinmon showing up in card art and the World 1 Golemon in Adventure 2020, I really do feel like Bandai and Toei want to make more of these old school weirdo Digimon get new limelight, so perhaps Cardmon getting a partner is not too far away at all. Alright, so then next up at number 9 is just my standards. I could have given these all individual listings, and I do think they deserve them, but I am aware it'd be a very boring video if like half the list was Hyokomon, Bluekomon, Coronamon, and Lunamon. So I'm putting them all in here at number 9, because I do nonetheless think they are incredibly valid and do deserve to be Digimon partners in an anime. We've seen Lunamon show up in the anime, Bluekomon's getting a ton of love in V-Pets and card games, and Coronamon, well, isn't, frankly, actually. Coronamon's still being kind of slept on weirdly. All 4 of these absolutely deserve to be given anime partners. I think that goes beyond any reasonable doubt in my mind. I would throw Fanbimon in here too, but you know, he's not really a video game Digimon. So yes, I will cut to the chase and just say Coronamon, Lunamon, Hyokomon, and Bluekomon should all be in the same anime together.
Give me what I want, Toei.
Okay, Okay, in at number 8 is Hoodiemon. Now, obviously its name is so intrinsic to Hoodie of Digimon Stories Cyber Sleuth Hacker's memory, but I am still going to dance around spoilers for people that haven't played that game yet. However, I don't think that necessarily means that Hoodiemon has to be so limited. Even though I in the past have felt that way, I'm really starting to soften. We've already seen Hoodiemon evolve from Morphomon in V-Pets, and we have, for example, Neo Devimon show up in many parts of the Digimon franchise, despite getting its name quite specifically from Neo Cyber of Digimon V-Tamer. If such a specific naming convention of Neo Devimon can show up across the franchise, I think it's fine for Hoodiemon. So while I do have my misgivings about how exactly that would happen, a new anime character maybe having a Morphomon rookie partner that becomes a Hoodiemon would be really cool. Plus, we could then give Hoodiemon its own Ultimate and Mega. Okay, in at number 7 we have some new blood, and that is Sichemon and its Evo Huankun Sho, or Huankunmon, from Digimon New Century. Sounds like I'm saying Wankunmon. Huankunmon? Sichemon is a champion and Huankun Sho is a ultimate level. These of course are Chinese exclusive, as of right now, being created for Digimon New Century, but Bluecomon, my favourite icy boy that I talked about earlier, was in a very similar situation a couple of years back, also being a Chinese mobile game exclusive Digimon. So I really think the same could happen for Sichemon and its evolution, especially imagine a character with Chinese heritage, similar to Henry in Tamers getting a very changeable Digimon partner based on different Chinese folklore. How cool would that be? Now all I really need is to see Sichemon's rookie and Mega, if this guy isn't one of them. Breaking news! It's Future Karn here. Of course, while I'd make a video about Digimon New Century for the first time in ages, the Ampumon would get officially revealed, thanks to our friends at Wikimon for talking about this. This is a Beijing opera themed Digimon, and yep, put him in anime right now. Thank you, bye-bye, god damn it, time after time. In at number 6 is our second but not final visit to Digimon World 3 in this video, and that is Bemon, or B-E-M-Mon. Fun fact, a lot of people call this one Vemon, but it's actually Bemon as in B-E-M, bug-eyed monster, the name for aliens in some colloquialisms. The antagonistic alien weirdo of World 3 and its evolution Snatchmon. Now, of course, there is also Destramon and Ragnamon that they can become, but I'd actually like to remove them from the equation for this. I'd like Snatchmon to get a more partner-styled Ultimate and Mega, and given to a Digidestined for the anime. I see them being either a sort of CEO Kaiba type, or maybe even a straight up anime season set in space. Imagine an alien Digidestined, that would be really cool. And Bemon and Snatchmon would get to thrive in a capacity similar to Dracmon, who became a really great partner in Digimon Survive after many years of kind of being more antagonistic in different media, including Digimon Ghost Game. And then at number 5 is another antagonistic Digimon that actually isn't a Digimon? Vitium. Vitium is technically a digital life form debuting in Digimon World Redigitized, but it is a life form that I have just been in love with since I found out about it. It is so cool looking. Plus the line between Digimon and digital life form blurs constantly. For example, Kalumon is so on the fence between Digimon and digital life form, and yet it still gets to Digivolve in video games sometimes. So I'd really like to see Vitium become Vitiummon or Vitimon. I do see this as being partnered with an antagonist in an anime though, a very big player, who maybe even starts out as a good guy with the Vitium baby form that slowly gets more and more corrupted, and this is reflected in its Vitium partner's different evolution stages, specifically that champion form and the Mega. Then at number 4 is a Digimon who I, well, frankly think we're probably going to see in the next Digimon story game, at bare minimum, and that is Aegiomon. Aegiomon is tied deeply into the Greek and Roman mythos Digimon of the Olympos 12, as its Mega is Jupitermon, but it is so much more interesting than that. With the many different coloured Aegiacusmon as potential ultimates, this Digimon collector's Digimon feels super unique. My little headcanon though actually goes a little bit further than it just being an anime or Digimon partner, and that is, what if Aegiomon was at first a human character in an anime or video game? Or at least appearing to be that way. In video games, Habu loves to play with the concept of Digimon taking on human form, so a Digidestined turning out to actually be Aegiomon would be a very fun concept I'd love to see in a future anime. And honestly, if it doesn't happen in an anime, I feel like there is a huge likelihood of it happening in the next Digimon story game. As I said, Habu loves having Digimon and humans looking like each other, so I really think it could happen. And in at number 3 is Jazzamon and Vorvamon, and yes, this is definitely no surprise. The Digimon Lynx duo are a firm favourite with a lot of people. Now finally getting some more representation in the Digimon card game, and even Hina getting a card, but technically Hina is classed as a digital life form. So while she's kind of their de facto partner, I think it is time perhaps they got anime partners. Especially in a more world toury season, like the second half of Digimon Adventure 02, or even in something like Tamers, where there was initially brand new Digimon, but then characters like Kazu and Kenta got partnered with existing Digimon. I could really see twins maybe getting partnered with Jazzamon and Vorvamon, or the inverse, a very stoic character getting partnered with these two birds that he has to learn to love. Their dual nature is also very interesting, with one kind of representing life and one representing destruction. It would be very interesting if they were kind of the Groudon and Kyogre, sorry to bring up Pokemon again, of a Digimon season that had to be tamed, really put the tame into tamer, by a character who would then become their partners. I don't know, something cool there. And at number 2 is, of course, Herismon. I know a lot of you want this, and I do too. Since last time we really talked prominently about Herismon in the context of being a Digimon partner, Digimon Eirias has been closed down, and surprisingly, a few months on now, almost half a year on actually, we still have no replacement app, so Herismon just kind of died for no reason, it feels like. Luckily, he did show up in Digimon Ghost Game, so he has had an anime appearance since then, his first anime appearance if you don't count his in training form showing up in Digimon Adventure 2020, but I do think it's long overdue that Herismon gets an actual anime partner and not just a cameo in the anime. His whole thing is very similar to Meikumon, so maybe he could show up in Adventure 02 the beginning, the upcoming Digimon Adventure 02 movie, but I think it'd be more likely that he would be a partner in a new anime season. Herismon, if he got his own BE or DIM card, would be a natural fit for Ghost Game too, honestly, if he wanted to come back, but I don't think that's going to happen now with Ryudamon and everything like that. I don't know, I just feel so bad for this boy. He's just been so mistreated. When Eirias was live, everyone made fun of his dub voice and just the kind of app in general for being so microtransaction-y. And now the app is dead, it feels like he's just kind of, well, he's literally a ghost in Ghost Game, you know? Or I guess kind of a ghost. He's a hologram ghost. Give the boy some love. Give him a partner. Okay, and in at number 1, I think not surprising too many people, is of course the trio from Digimon World 3. Now, thanks to Tri and some other media, Bearmon actually does have Digimon partners, and specifically because of Tri, an anime partner. But we still don't have anything for Monmon and Kotemon. Both have showed up in recent anime like Adventure 2020 and Ghost Game and other medium, but still have not received anime partners. I think it would be interesting whenever the next season of Digimon comes around if Bearmon, Monmon, and Kotemon all got new partners. While Bearmon probably needs it less because he has had partners, he seems to be the favourite out of the 3 at Digimon Creative, Monmon and Kotemon regardless still need that love. I am potentially going to be doing a video where I either give them specifically or a bunch of different Digimon kind of their own dedicated evolutions, so giving an ultimate to Grismon, giving more proper lines to Monmon and Kotemon, but I know people do like the kind of random Digivolution, so maybe people won't be super fond of that idea. I don't know, let me know down below. But regardless, these 3 absolutely deserve to be partnered up in an anime specifically, given full lines maybe, whether they are brand new Digimon, a mix of old and new, or something like that. I think actually what would be really interesting would be a Hoi Brothers situation from 02, where it is 3 siblings who are partnered with each of the individual Digimon from World 3. Or we could do a thing where like a bunch of video game characters show up in an anime. Like imagine Mameo and the Digimon World 2 and 3 protagonists all showing up with like Machinedramon, Monmon, Bearmon, Kotemon, Digibeetle. Oh my god, someone needs to get Digibeetle a real Digimon form. Alright, anyway, those are my picks for my top 10 Digimon from video games that I believe deserve to be anime partners. Honestly, I probably skimmed most of them. The only other ones that I would leave as outliers are things like the Digimon Survive partners who are not video game debuters or mainly associated with video games, but certainly got new life, some of them in video games, mainly talking Dracmon and Kunemon. But if you've got other video game Digimon or digital life forms that you would like to be seen given anime partners, let me know in the comments down below, and also let me know any videos you would like to see from me. Huge shout out to my Sovereign ZDK14, as well as all of these wonderful people you can see on screen right now for supporting this channel with their hard-earned money and getting early access to all my videos. Check out the video below me also because it's going to be about something really cool from my channel that YouTube knows you will want to see, so check that out. And if you've already seen it, watch it again, please. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time when we go digital. Bye bye.